Okay, so it's the 15th of October today. So I think the first thing I'll do is I went all the way back to bloody Sunderland Smiths today, because I tried a different one first, a one that was nearer, but they didn't have any left, unfortunately. And when I went there today, they thankfully had one left to exchange it with. So yeah, I exchanged these. So we've got the Gingerbread Foxy and the Santa Freddy. So yeah, as I said, this is a bit of a strange wave and that, and I think I mentioned the reason I got them from Smiths is because yesterday was the last day. If you spent £50 or more, you got £6 off, or if you spent £100 again or more, you got £12 off. So yeah, but exchange that, no problem. Thankfully, they had one left and that. Otherwise, I mean, they would get them in stock and that again eventually, but it was, it just made life easier. But yeah, they only had one left of the Santa Freddy. Yeah, which is it is a nice figure. Don't get me wrong, these are nice figures. It's just that I understand why they're doing a Christmas wave. I understand why. It makes more sense doing this than a lot of the other figures and that they've done. And that. So, yeah, I can understand this. The others, again, with these ones, all of these ones, the labels just don't seem to be just peeling off. But with the others, yeah. Don't know why, just really bizarre choices. But anyway, got some other stuff. I got this from One Below. Yeah. It's a clapperboard. It was only £1.50. But it feels like, yeah, it is actually some sort of like MDF or something like that. But let's see how well it doesn't want to. It's a bit. There we go. It's a little bit stiff. It's loosening up now. But yeah, there we go. To be honest, I wish it didn't say Hollywood on there. Honestly, wish it didn't say Hollywood on there. I might try and remove that, because otherwise it is a really good clapperboard. Actually, it's actually really good, and it even comes with a bit of chalk. Yeah, even comes with a piece of chalk and that as well. So that is quite nice. For £1.50. Again, I don't know how long they're going to be selling these for, but for £1.50, that's a really nice thing. That is quite nice, actually. Yeah, obviously it's made as cheaply as possible and that, but still, it's quite nice. Like, you can't get much for £1.50 these days, believe me. So yeah, that's a pretty nice thing. Is there anything else I got in there? Oh yes. I got a couple more of these keyboard gels. I got a couple more of these because you might remember I got one of these the other day, and this thing does work wonders. But it does. I don't know if you can see that on the bottom there. Might be able to just see it there. It does maintain generally all the dirt and that it picks up. So yeah. Now the only thing is that I had to go to a different Poundland. I had to go to 2 different Poundlands to get them, even though they were both in, because due to the chemicals and that they use in them, thinks they're a cleaning product or maybe it's because I think they're a cleaning product. Basically, basically it's the 25 challenge and that. So, and usually, basically, 9 times out of 10, in fact, even more than that, you see, yeah, just approve it and that. But this one Poundland, you get that one awkward employee who bloody asks for ID. I was going through, just like, do I have any ID on me? Oh, no, because I don't carry ID around with me at the same time. And so, yeah, the only identification that I had on me was my bank card itself. So, yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't get it from there. So I went to a different Poundland in the same area. And that one, yeah, I guess, let's have it. So, yeah, it just depends. Just depends if you got an awkward period, because you know, clearly, I don't know. I mean, clearly I am. You know, because the thing is, you don't have to be 25 to get it. You actually have to be 18. But basically, if you look under 25, then that's right. Anyway, but that's not. That is another thing. And I was in there as well. Where are they? A couple of other things I got. Some adhesive hooks. These aren't my favourite ones. I prefer the ones with the hooks, but these ones I think are actually £1 off, not 1.50, and you do get 6 of them in there, and they're not bad actually. They're fairly decent for the money. And I got a couple of rechargeable AAAs, because I've got one here. I don't know where the other one went, because they would have came in a pack of 2. The other one went. Oh, I think I do know where the other one went. Yeah, I think the other one's in my Blu-ray player remote, actually, because I think that only takes 1 battery. That's where it is. But anyway, I got these. Now, why did I get these? Well, now onto the main thing. The thing I went to pick up this morning. Which it is, if I just get out of the little bags in. This. And I'm going to bet to basically 99% of my audience, you know, basically I think probably around 20% aren't going to have a clue what this is. And I reckon the rest of them who do know what this is just like, well, what's the big deal about this? Well, so this is, I'll explain that. So this is an Iowa personal cassette player, not a Walkman. Not a Walkman. Because basically Walkmans are made by Sony. It's like calling every smartphone an iPhone, anyway. But yeah, there's a personal cassette player. It's not the first one I've got. In fact, it's not even the first Iowa one I've got. I've got another Iowa one here. This one even has a graphics equalizer and that on there. Is the focus working correctly? Yes, it is. I've had this one and that. I did this on a previous unboxing. I've had this one quite a while, and this one's a decent one. This one's, you know, obviously a cheaper one and that, but still, this one can go for a fair bit. But not as much as this one can. This one goes for a lot of money. And I'll explain how much money it can go for. Because currently, there is only one listed on eBay for £365. Yeah. Now, that one on eBay does come with a carry pouch and the original headphones, which I'm not bothered about either. Would have been nice for a little bag, but the headphones I would never have used anyway. One did sell, I remember, on eBay, though, for, I think it was £180 or something like that, and that was quite a few months back. This particular model, the Mark III, this one, doesn't pop up that often. But this is in excellent condition. Like, seriously, it looks pretty much brand new, almost. Yeah, it looks pretty much brand new. I mean, even inside and that, it all looks quite nice in there for shine the lights. Yeah, it's all nice. And that, I mean, I'll give it a bit of a clean, but to be honest, I don't think I need to, really, because, again, it is in really good condition. And that. But, yeah, and the good thing about this one, these ones is basically this releases that way. If I push it, there we go. So this comes off, and as you can see, I put in 2 AAAs. Yeah, this just runs off 2 AAAs. Now, you could, back in the day, get a rechargeable NiCad battery and that, but today it's much better just to run it off AAAs, and what I'm going to do from once these ones run out, I'm then going to run it off these rechargeable ones, so I get the rechargeable batteries and that and run it off them anyway. Some people say don't use rechargeable batteries and that, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter. Or I could run it off DC if I wanted to. I could run it off there if I really wanted to, but I'm not gonna. Yeah. There we go. Put that back on. So yeah, I can run it off that DC. This, I'm probably going to use this for digitising some cassettes. Particularly, I need to finish doing those Wallace and Gromit ones that I got ages ago. Because obviously I can use my hi-fi. I can use that, and I can use other cassette decks. However, using these is more convenient than that, since they don't have a wire stretching across. Also, every single cassette deck I've ever used, I've used several, I think about 5 in total, different ones over the years. Basically, they all pick up a tiny little bit of buzz. You don't really hear until they're quiet, until there's like nothing on the track, but they pick up a tiny bit of buzz, and that's off the electric. Now, normally you would use balanced cables to counteract that. However, I don't have any basically devices that have a balanced connector on here, and you know, with this and that, with a cassette player, with a personal cassette player, it's so quiet and that you won't be able to hear that buzz, and that, cause it's designed not to be able to have that, plus it's running off batteries. I've used this one and that a few times for that as well. Yeah, but they do have pretty good audio quality in that, and it's an auto reverse deck as well, so I could just do it all in one go. And it has Dolby B noise reduction, because chrome and metal tape, hooray. Oh, it's got Dolby B turned on. Yeah, I'm going to turn that off actually. But yeah, I've just noticed one teeny tiny slight mark. That is the only mark, just on that very teeny tiny corner bit. I'll be honest, if I get there we go, that slight shiny mark on the corner there, I've just fixed that. I just dabbed a permanent marker and that on it, and there we go, it's gone. Alright, it didn't matter anyway, but other than that, it's singing perfectly. So how much did I pay for this? That's the big question, because this is sat on Facebook. I got this from a person off Facebook Marketplace, who lived fairly local to us, and basically, originally, this sat on Facebook Marketplace for a while, and it was £40. And I was kind of umming and ahhing about it, because even at £40, you know, at £40, it's a really good deal. It's a really good deal, but basically, at the time, I was busy in that with my granny and that at the time, and I had other things to think about, so it kind of slipped my mind and that. And basically, my granny and that, who passed away 2 days ago now, yeah, on Friday the 13th during Halloween month, and that basically, you know, I was just looking for stuff, and then I was just looking through Facebook for a distraction, and I saw this again on Facebook Marketplace. I got a notification saying the seller had put the price down to £28. And I said, would you accept 25 cash? Because I didn't have £28 cash, and I had 25 cash, and yeah, they accepted it, and I had a quick chat with the bloke, and that they let us try it out, and that there, and then I brought a cassette with me and a wire for my XM3 headphones, so I could use them wired, and just, yeah, it was actually this one, the Michael Jackson Thriller one, I tried out on it. I just put it in the where I knew it would be in the middle of a song on both sides, so I could check the auto reverse, check it quickly, and that, you know, just to check it quickly, everything was working, and it was. And basically what it was and that, and you know, the bloke said, so basically said to us, you know, I'm into collecting records and that, vinyl records and that, but and he said I'd like to do cassettes and that again as well, but he said I'd never played them. He says he rarely plays, you know, has the time to play his vinyl records and that. So that was the reason he was selling it and selling at such a good price and that. But after I was, you know, I mean, you can see it there after all the stuff that I've got. He was happy, and that he was very happy that it was going, you know, to someone who'd appreciate it, and it was going to a good home, and that where it would be used and, you know, looked after and that. And yeah, they did look after this really well. So yeah, and it is just really like it. I just really like it. So yeah, and I do like the physical buttons on this one. I do like the physical buttons. The only buttons I don't like are the fast forward and rewind on these, because they're very small and they're right next to each other, but everything else is really nice. So yeah, but it's not something I'll take around out with us. If I wanted to take a Walkman out, a Walkman, or should I say a personal cassette player, you see I've got myself doing it, probably be this one. Probably be this one, if I ever took one out with us. Now, just because, you know, if anything happened to it, you know, I mean, this one still goes for a fair bit and that, quite a bit as well. But, you know, at least with this one, it's not the end of the world. And, yeah, I reckon, though, at some point I probably will have to replace the belts on this, but it's working for now. So I'm not good, you know, I'm going to use it and that until I need to replace the belts. And that's, you know, so I can get the most of that out of them, because to buy a new pair of belts is normally around £7-8 and that, and I'm hoping also to think this is a later model one, that replacing them hopefully should be pretty straightforward, and that, at least I'm hoping that, but yeah, I'm hoping it's just a case of, I can see the screws and that around the side, I'm hoping it's just a case of remove those tiny screws and this panel comes off and they're just under there. That's what I hope anyway. But yeah, that was a long waffle on and that about this, but I'm very happy. And that's, you know, have this. And I should have also mentioned my granny, and that technically got us this. She technically got me this. Because she previously gave me 20 quid for something I did for her before she died, and that. I wish I'd have made it to my birthday. Like, my birthday is 2 weeks tomorrow, and that I really wish I could have made it to that. But, you know, she gave us something and I paid the extra £5 and that. And she will, you know, I'll still get my birthday money technically off her and that for that. But, you know, thank you for, you know, this, Granny, for one more thing and that. You know, every little thing I get, you know, I might go on at this a lot, but, you know, every little thing and that I get off her and that now, that was, you know, bought with her money and that, you know, is going to be a lot more than that sentimental and that sex towards it. So that's why I might seem more overly sentimental on that with this, getting this, than I would say other things, because, you know, she technically, you know, on that paid for it. So yeah, but there we go. It's kind of been an items to unbox and that on its own. But yeah, there we go, people. There we go. I'm still not sure whether this is metal or plastic. Actually, I don't know. It could be either or. It could be metal or plastic. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. It could be metal or plastic. I said it was all metal before, but yeah, I honestly don't know whether it is actually. And that, if it is plastic, it's really high quality and that. But I honestly don't know. Although I saw the thing underneath, so yeah, it probably is metal. Probably is. I don't know. If someone does know, please let me know. Alright, so it is the 16th of October today. I'm going to have to do this one fairly quick because my camera's battery is on its last bar. Got a package here. Actually, where's that? The knife would be better. There's the knife. Can't say they didn't package this well. There we go. So this is Oliver and Company soundtrack on cassette. This is the read-along cassette. Yeah, I thought it was the soundtrack one. No, it's the read-along cassette. Though it does include the song "Why Should I Worry," which is the thing I mainly wanted it for. It's not very long, this actually. Yeah. Side 2, side 1. Tell you what, let's rewind it all the way back. I'll probably digitise this as well. I don't know if this has had a digital release or not. But yeah, oh, I've got the battery flashing, so I don't know how long. But yeah, this cost me, I think, £4 or something like that. It didn't cost me very much. And that off eBay. Yeah, this was £4, £2 plus £2 egg delivery. And that, so yeah, there was a soundtrack release of it. There was a full soundtrack release of it. Though that cassette is pretty expensive. And I mainly just wanted it for the Why Should I Worry, which is on here somewhere. I mean, it should be. The song starts at near the start of the film and that, so hopefully the read along will go along with that. I don't actually have the book though. I don't have the book to go along with it. Ooh. There we go. Let's see how long is that. It's a bit longer than I thought. Let's see. 10, 20, 30. Yeah, it's about half an hour. So it's, yeah, seems like it'll be half an hour. So yeah, a little bit longer than I thought actually. A little bit longer than I thought, but still. There we go. There we go, people there. There we go, a nice little red cassette there. So yeah, happy with that.